Alright everybody, welcome to a brand new game on my channel. Well, it's not, the game physically isn't new, but it's new on my channel. I actually played this. I played one or two episodes. I streamed it a year or two ago, and I never really got into the game, but I want to try again. I don't remember anything about the game. One thing I do remember though, is I tried to give the characters all different voices, and it ended up killing my throat. I literally lost my voice for a day or two. So I'm not going to be doing that, obviously. Everyone's just going to be in my normal voice. I will, obviously, if they... I will give, I mean, I'll voice act, but I just can't change my voice. It will kill me. Alright, let's get right into it. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Now, I did start the game, but I skipped all the dialogue to make sure the audio settings were good. When I started up, the background music was so loud. I couldn't hear myself think. Oh, damn. He just murked someone. Oh, man, he murked a hot-ass chick. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. What's that dot on his head? Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 1947 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Bong. Oh, hiya, Chief. Woo. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed.
Most girls are when I take a—
Oh! Not everyone takes on— oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay. Excuse me. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Isn't that against the law? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe him my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! Oh, jeez. I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! Is he talking about committing suicide over there? Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. His name's Butts? I don't remember that. Nick! Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What the fuck? What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who? Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. School out of saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. I remember doing that every episode too. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. That's what I remember. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Handshaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. I'm just kidding. Sorry, Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Woo! I knew this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Listen here, Big Titty Mia. I got this. You don't even know the victim's name? I know the victim's name! Oh. The victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me. Please, I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy. Cindy Stone. Cinder block. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. I can't not give my voice. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain in the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Okay. Right. You should have paid attention to any evidence added during the trial. Okay! That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Here's the R1. Yeah, you told me that. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim have recently dumped you? Hey! Watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Anthony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped! She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Apparently arrived home from Paris on 7/31, the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude. No way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Wow. She was a slut. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle, and in exchange, fucked their brains out. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Everybody nothing involved in this one. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, no way! That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. I just wanted to see what happened. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motives is clear to everyone? Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Go. Well, did you or did you not? Huh? Well, maybe I did. And maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Stop him. I'll send him oh no! I'll send him a signal. Lie, like a dog! Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember. Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. A witness. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Dying. Order! Order in the court. Oops. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. This is so bad. On the day of the murder, my victim was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh God, it's the actual murderer! Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, the newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on that day of the murder. Hold on. No, I need to check stuff. Witness account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead! I quarreled and fight and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. That's a lie. It's 1 o'clock. Man who ran without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Cap. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have record of the blackout for your perusal. From noon to 6. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? I know what I'm supposed to do. I remember this. I'm supposed to expose lies in their testimony using stuff from the court record. Yeah. Yeah, I have to find the contradictions, and then, I can, present it, and then they have to, change their story. Now, we know the time is incorrect, so that's what we will challenge. No, not this. 1 p.m., are you certain? Yes, absolutely. Good. Good. As you just saw. Yeah, 1 p.m. it's wrong. That's what I'm about to do. How do I forgot. How do I do it? Oh, there it is, triangle. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe! Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4. There was nobody to, no body to find at 1. How do you explain this? 3-hour gap. Oh shit, he's getting sweaty. Oh, that. Oh, this is trivial. Nobody just merely forget the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you certain you found the body at 1? Gee, that's a really good question. Great, thank you. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradiction. Lies beget more lies. See what you want, and the whole story falls apart. And right, Beth. Wait! I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Sure. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from a television. Wrong again. There was a blackout. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. This one's easy. They make the first episode easy, though, obviously.
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. His toupee nearly flew off. You see that? Gah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sowit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sowit, court prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sowit. Let's hear your testimony. One more, please. Let's hear this line of crock of shit. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. That still coincides with a blackout. Table clock, yeah. The murder weapon. Bruh. The victim used it to hit the victim. Already, that must have what have been I saw. Not only is there a blackout, but it's not the murder weapon. Let's try and count and get him at the. Let's press him about it. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. That's a real shame. Objection! Wait just a minute. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sowit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Page. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. Cap. Even though it doesn't look like a clock. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was the table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yeah? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock was to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do it better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. Kill. That's the sound you heard. Order on the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sowit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable. Since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the victim of the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Yeah! He just threw his toupee at me. Shut up, I hate you! Killing myself. It was him, I tell you. I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Order? Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the batteries. All you have to do is examine the batteries. The batteries are in the right way. The clock seems to be working fine. What exactly did you mean, Mr. Wright? That the clock was working fine. Yes, and? I'm sorry. I think I might have got confused back there with all the testimonies. Mr. Wright! Damn it. I expect more from a lawyer in this court, even if it is your first day. I'm afraid I have to penalize you. Try to think things more carefully. Yes, Your Honor, as I was saying. Try sounding it. Let's sound the clock here. Now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. So I see the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. What? He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, we're so close. Mr. Wright, seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Mia? I mean, Chief! Listen up, right? Don't throw away this one. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and... think about it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yeah. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support? Of course! There is a piece of evidence that can prove my claim. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this off! Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Bam! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. the next day here. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast! The victim had to reset her clock since returning home. Got him. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in that... when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sowit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? What the fuck? He just died. Oh, order! Order, I say! Well, this case has really turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, you witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Let's go! Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, the court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Sowit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sowit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sowit grabbed the nearest small object he could find and murdered her. August 3rd, 2:32, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Woo! I still can't believe that we won. Right! Good job in there. Congratulations. But thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. She might let me dick her down. I mean, what? If she's this glad, imagine how much Larry must feel. Nope, he's still sad. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad, 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 bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Bruh, she was a hoe. Larry, she was... Nah, never mind. No, say it! She was a whore! Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks! I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook, bruh. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, isn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this. Well, thank you. I'll keep it at damn smooth. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't make me. Doesn't that make you want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. It's okay. Nah, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the fuck is she talking about? Yes, there you go. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make it out of what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. Dinner is some dip. Drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, that's speaking of Harry. You're saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Hey! I'm about to beat up. I mean, what? Who said that?
I want to beat the living shit out of that book.
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." And I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would become one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. That's the end of the first episode. Next episode is Turnabout Sisters. What in the fuck is going on in this little... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, when to get here. Bye-bye.